Just taking a little video of me City Express. Thought I'd start it up and just give it a wee run today. Been sitting a while. Not fully warmed up yet, so it's kind of smoky. Good little bike whenever it gets going though. So what's my plans for the day? Well, I had a bit of a think about it last night, and I said to myself, you know, if Honda didn't put a seal into the cylinder, it probably doesn't need one. So that could be causing my issue. Could be not sealing right because the washer's stopping it from clamping down tight enough on the head. So I've decided today I'm going to take the engine out again, and I'm going to take the rubber seal out of the cylinder, and I'm just going to put it on with nothing and see what happens. It's like the only option I have at this stage, because I've tried everything else and it wasn't running, and it was doing the same thing when it had the other barrel. So with a bit of luck, that's going to be my issue, and hopefully it'll be running after that, but we'll just have to try and see. So we'll see you in a few minutes in the shed. I will not let this bike beat me. I'm a man on a mission. Tools ready, everything I should need. Bit of stuff to clean. It's just dirty petrol, that's all it is. I use it for cleaning stuff now. It's a bit out of the tank when I was cleaning it out. And we're going to get at this machine, and we're going to take the engine out now, and I'll be back with you whenever I have it on the bench. So, see you in a few minutes. Well, I didn't see the point of recording at all, but I took the engine out of the bike. I took the seal out of it, which is pretty much doubled over on itself, so it could have been causing issues. I'm hoping that that was the case. I've sealed this back up with a bit of gasket sealer just to make sure that I get a good seal. I put a new gasket on, and now I'm going to put the head on and do me timing and everything else. You don't need to see all that. I've showed you all that before. So the next video you see will probably be the engine back in the bike and me trying to start it up again. Okay. Well, work's done. Timing set again. Spark timing set again. The valve clearances will most likely be the same as the last time, but I'll check them. Time to put the engine back in the bike and try it. So wish me luck, guys, because this is the last ditch attempt to try and get this bike to run. After that, I just don't know what I'm going to do. Thanks. So the engine's back in the bike now, and I don't have a fuel tank on, but I'm figuring there should be enough in the carb to try it out at least. And we'll see what it's going to do. So I'm just going to set you over here. We'll all try this together. I need to get something to prop up my phone here, so you have the view you need. Bear with me. Not that simple. I'll just move a few things. I have my fingers crossed this time that it's going to do what we want it to do, but you just never know. Right. Ran a bit, but it stopped. Looks like it's going to do what it was doing the last time. Unless the carb's got no fuel now. Nothing. Doing the same thing. Oh no. Right. I don't know what to do with this. Get my wee putty screwdriver out again. See if we can adjust the air. See if that's what it is. I was messing with the carburetor last night and I did screw out the air screw quite a bit. It's very difficult to get into this air screw on these bikes. Honda really doing a job on these. Like there's one turn. Two turns and a half. It's doing the exact same thing as what it was doing every other time. It's giving me a little bit and then it's giving me nothing. So I don't know. Might help maybe if I had a petrol tank on it. We'll just stick it on for now for a minute. See what we get. I know what it's going to do though. It's just going to do what it's been doing all along. Where's my fuel line? Yeah. Well, that's fuel line on, but not tightened on. Where's my wrench? And there's that right size. Quite a difficult one to get in at here. No, it needs to be a size bigger, I think. A size bigger. What size is that? A 17. Used to be an 18, I think. Don't even know if I have an 18. Don't have an 18, so I'm gonna have to improvise and use something else. Farmer's tool, vice grips. Can't even get in on it with that. I might if I lift it up. Let me take the pipe off again. There goes my washer. In a bit of a hurry trying to do this because I have to go away now to collect the wife from work. So husbandly duties, you know. Can't always be having fun. That's tightened on now. Let's get her back on. And it's just going to do exactly what it was doing earlier. After all the work that I've done today, I just don't think I'm going to be able to figure this out on my own. I need somebody to help me. That's loosened up again. Might tighten enough for us to do something for now. And a bit of luck. That's fuel on. The dog's going to want to get out of here. Exactly the same thing. Give you a little bit and then just stop. And I know now that the head is tightened down properly, that the seal's gone out of it, that the fuel is going to the carb. I just don't understand why this is doing this. I'm going to take the choke off. Maybe it is a carburetor. Maybe you need a new carburetor. I wonder, would it be the jets? Would the jets not be the right size? Could somebody have changed them? I put a new idle jet in, but it was doing this before that. It doesn't matter what I do with this air screw, it is not going to run. That's as simple as that. Just doesn't want to keep running, just wants to. Try and give it any kind of throttle at all, any kind of messing with the air screw to give it more air or less air, and it just stops. It just doesn't want to do anything. air screw pulled rightly out there whenever it runs like that. You know, it shouldn't have to do that. All I want it to do is to tick over, and it won't even do that. I don't know. I'm even going as far as pulling the air screw clean out of it. There it is. Look. That's how far I'll go to try and get this to run. I'll just try everything. And just nothing's working. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. The only thing I can guess is that it's the carburetor, because I have the timing set right, I have the engine all put together right. It will run when it gets fuel, but it doesn't appear to be getting a full feed of fuel. And I think that's what the issue is. Whether it's the carburetor or whether it's the tank, I just couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't even know if that filter has any fuel in it. There's no light to show me. Oh, take my work light here. Yeah, there's a bit of fuel in it. I don't know, anything could be causing this issue. No good, it doesn't want to run. I don't think I'm taking in air around the carburetor anywhere. I don't think I am. It's almost like it's an air issue, something to do with it. I just really don't know. I mean, to even test it for air leaks, it needs to run. You know, you need to be able to run the bike to test it for air leaks, and it won't even run for me to do that. So, like, I mean, you'd think that there'd be enough in the carburetor that it'd run for a little length of time, even without the tank. So, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Try and screw the idle in just a little bit. See what we get. Probably nothing. No, that's actually worse. It's almost like it's getting a wee bit of fuel and then it's losing it. The problem is, somebody else had this bike before me and they were working at it. And can I be honest, I don't know what was done to the bike, so it could be anyone's guess what's wrong with it. Like. Maybe there is a channel blocked on it that I don't even know about. Don't know. I'm going to try and tighten in the other end of the carburetor, or that aluminium piece meets the engine. No, it's as tight as anything. It is tight, like. It's the only other area I could see there being an issue, you know. You've seen what I've done to try and get this running. I mean, I've tried everything. Well, that moved a little bit. So. Still going to do the same thing. I think it might be the carburetor, I'm not sure. And I don't know anyone else has a carburetor that I can try out. I might buy one just in case, but you'd expect that it'd work after being rebuilt as well, you know, because there really shouldn't be any issues after being rebuilt. Guess I'll have to take a good long look at my carburetor. that's it with the air box took off it. So we'll try to run. I took it the air screws 3 turns out, and the air box was took off. So I'm going to take another turn on the air screw. Just doesn't want to stay running no matter what you do. Right, I'm going to have to leave it for now. I'm starting to think that maybe the jet size is wrong or something for the idle. I don't know. Right. I'll see you later, guys, when I think about it a little bit.